it has been a cracking start to Australian Survivor, Brains versus Brawn. And surviving in the outback is proven to be just as brutal as the game itself. Our reporter Daniel Doody went into the bush to check out the conditions.
This year, Australian Survivor is headed to the Aussie outback. In the vast country, Brains versus Brawns go head-to-head. In the end, there can only be one sole survivor. Welcome to Studio 10's Behind the Scenes of Australian Survivor! But first, I got to get to the location. How hard can this be?
A desert road from Vegas to nowhere.
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Someplace better than where you've been.
Jonathan! Jonathan, are you there? I'm so scared. Where are you? Excuse me? Do you know where the set of Australian Survivor is?
Let me tell you of an interview with an old man he knew.
Yes! I finally made it. I finally made it to the set of Australian Survivor. The host, Jonathan LaPaglia. How you going, mate?
Yeah, good. Good, man.
Oh, I've lost my way, but I'm finally here. I'm Daniel Doody from Studio 10. Is it all right if we have a quick chat?
Oh, yeah, sure. You're a long way from home.
JLP, it is so great to be here on the set of Survivor. In the past, it was in Fiji. How can you compare it to Fiji and being in the Aussie outback?
It's extreme out here. I mean, it was tough in Fiji, but this is like next level. I mean, we've turned it up to 11 here, definitely. The temperature, it's not too bad today, but normally it's so hot that an hour out in the sun and you can't even think anymore. I can't even speak. And then, of course, you've got all the dangerous animals that can kill you. It's tough for the contestants this year.
And not only for the contestants, but also for the behind-the-scenes crew as well. I mean, it does get pretty hot here in Cloncurry, northwest of Queensland.
No, absolutely. I wanted to have a little complaint, but I didn't think that was great for the interview. But yes, it sucks for us. It's so hard.
In Fiji, they had to be careful of the coconuts falling from the tree. Right. But we're in the Aussie outback. What do the contestants have to be wary of? And yourself, of course.
Well, you know, obviously, the animals, right? You know, there are a lot of snakes, and we have Larry, the snake handler. Have you met him yet?
I've seen him already, and he had a few snakes.
He's going to introduce you to some of his friends.
This year, Australian Survivor is tackling the age-old question, Brains versus Brawn, and has some bold, dynamic and diverse players.
I didn't come here to just do generic chit-chat.
It's easy to call shots when you're sitting on the bench, isn't it?
I think you're delusional if that's the case.
Yeah, we got some really colourful characters this year.
Time for things to get a little bit spicy.
And because of that, we've had some interesting clashes, particularly at Tribal Council.
Some people are pretty cocky in that challenge.
If you were on the show, which team would you be on?
Well, you know, most people might think that I'd be on the Brawn team, but these are fake T-shirt muscles.
They look pretty real to me.
No, they're fake. So I'd like to think that maybe I'd be on the Brain tribe.
And if I was on the show, what team do you think I would be in?
You look kind of brawny to me. That's I know, I'm scared. I should be scared, right?
And which contestants will we look out for?
George, I think, is a good one to keep your eye on. Haley, Simon, Emmett. There's some fun players, you know, they're playing a big game and they're big characters.
There's some contestants out there that are quite good in physical challenges, but there's also other contestants that are good socially. How would you play the game?
I think I'd probably get voted out pretty early.
Why is that?
Well, because you need a good social game, as you mentioned. I mean, yeah, there's brains and there's brawn involved in this game, but the premise of the game is that you got to vote someone out every second night. So in order to stay in, you need to have a good social game. I think my social game is pretty shit, honestly. If I'm going to, you know, I think I would get voted out pretty early.
Now, before I let you go, is there a hidden immunity idol anywhere that I could go?
Mate, there's always a hidden immunity idol.
Well, I've got to go searching for one. Vast country here.
Good luck.
I'll just, maybe over here, maybe.
Yeah, could be.
I'll go over here. Maybe over there.
I wonder if I should tell them that there aren't any at the challenge.
Great show, that. And it's not too late to get involved in all the action. Tune in to Australian Survivor Brains versus Brawn tonight at 7:30 on 10 and 10 Play on demand.
I haven't seen Duty since that story.